Well, to make sure that you stay in those familiar roles.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. They set the pick. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. .132 left to play in the first quarter. McCollum kicks to Davis. Vonleh at the elbow. Lillard outside. Down low. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Lillard.
More and more, Damian Lillard becoming that dangerous playmaker. Does a great job there finding the open man.
Aminu against Iguodala. Shot clock at 6, and he gets the bucket.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. McCollum dishes to Lillard. To the middle. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
The go-go gadget arms of Davis allows him to dunk from anywhere within a few feet of the basket.
Portland grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end. That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
So it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has. And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump. And that really helped them to set the tone.
I think you said it. If you start off playing physical, Greg, there's kind of the attention of the referees and the opponent that they're coming at them all night long.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. They've got Livingston. He's out there with Wells. Pachulia is out there with Young. Cullen passes to Vonleh. Davis kicks to Lillard. Passes it to Aminu. Here's Vonleh. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Developing quality moves inside. Vonleh has the length and power to do more of that.
Warriors leading by 4. Now Livingston still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shoots a 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in Oakland.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Felt like the louder the crowd got, the more hostile they were, the more together this team played. So it worked out nicely.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game. And we finished one half of basketball. The Warriors on top, up by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin, alongside Steve Kerr.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What a game we're seeing. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Here's Golden State. They trail by 9 points. Wells And again, it's the Warriors missing. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. McCollum outside. So the Trailblazers winning. Some good confidence.
The first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Down for this one. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting. And before we get underway here, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Steve Kerr.
Guys, he told me their primary focus.
Thank you, David.
Well, you knew the Clippers would be hit hard in free agency. Losing both Paul and Redick kind of changes the outlook of the team. But still, I think they're going to be solid. And one that I expect to make the postseason, but I don't think that we can label them as a contender.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So Golden State will get the first possession. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Jordan. Reed comes in for Blake Griffin. Rivers, he's checked in for Williams. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Teodosic out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Harrell. And it's Reed. And at the 4, Iguodala kicks to Wells. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And stolen by Harrell. Here's Teodosic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game.
Right at the free throw line. A nice shot by Gallinari.
With a hand in his face, Gallinari showing great confidence and composure.
The tray. Warriors the rebound. Second chance shot. Some solid defense from Reed.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And here's Rivers. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got his first bucket of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pulls it up. Headshot off.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Now Rivers. Reed a screen. Launches it. That shot is off. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan, tells us what it feels like to be DeAndre Jordan.
And you jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're...
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy in big group substitution here for the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Willie Reed. Griffin comes in for Montrezl Harrell. Lou Williams is checked in for Gallinari. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Teodosic. And it seems these players are getting more and more athletic, Steve. So much of that is modern conditioning, core strength, off-season workouts, things that probably didn't happen when you were playing, but just because of science have developed now. What did you do that helped you out the most, and maybe some things you wish you had done?
Well, you look at my body, Kevin. Yes, it didn't help me. I was this skinny rail guy. We had a bench press, and we squatted. The guys right now are having more talking about core strength, yoga, Pilates, I mean, they're doing so much that it's totally different. I wish I would have been a guy who spent more time on his body versus my game, because it means a lot to be able to have that core strength. But I didn't think beach muscles, you really needed it to play the game of basketball. Guys right now, it's their entire body, and it's also their entire way they recover from games of basketball. And I think that's why I wish I'd have worked on better.
That word you just said, recover. The recovery process, I think, is even more scientifically advanced now than it was when you played, correct?
Yes. Kevin, example for me, I just iced my knees. Guys now have hyperbaric chambers that they use, and a lot of guys have them in their home.
Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters at the 2 and the 3. And it's Green, then there's Stephen Curry. That's the Warriors' 5. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big three in Boston put them together.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball. Until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that